Hey HB, did you know there are hundreds of events that happen in Huntington Beach all year round and from everywhere? Why? From the gateway to Huntington Beach to the beauty of Surf City, USA, and every point in between, but you don't have enough time to make it to all the events, do you? No, but you can always go here. But why miss it twice? Get Surf City highlights and stay engaged with your community. Surf City highlights. It was a somewhat odd but exciting sight watching the bold as love Outrigger surf canoe gingerly make its way across the Surf City sand amid a busy, active, blustery morning. Yesterday's important launch was rescheduled from an earlier debut date and only permitted for the south side of the pier. But someone didn't tell the big kahuna.
Well, we just got down the beach and Mother Nature is throwing a curveball at us. It's all about having the right conditions for this. And right now we're only permitted to do it on the south side. So unfortunately, with the current going into the pier today, which is kind of actually not indicative of this time of year, the north side is the best location for this today, and it actually is quite empty. But since we're not permitted to go on the north side, I'll have to check with the chief and see if we can hopefully conduct this first launch today. Otherwise, we're gonna have to postpone and pick another day. We always want to keep safety as the utmost priority, and it's unfortunate. I definitely would love to go out, but if the conditions aren't looking good, I don't want to force it.
Calls were made. More calls were made. Was it going to happen? Decisions to ride was up to the visionary Rocky McKinnon.
We're keeping an eye on it because it is right there at that verge of maybe not going. So we're going to rig the canoe up. I think today is a little bit more advanced, so I might throw people in the boat that are a little bit more experienced, just so we could demonstrate, so we can showcase it. What an awesome program this is going to be.
Those that came to ride and signed on the dotted line wasn't going to let some bad conditions stand in the way of HB history.
Just a little wind. Ain't no thing. Hopefully it clears up a little bit for Rocky. We get some nice photos and go and have a great time on this Outrigger.
I'm only going if we flip. That's the only reason I'll go out. I want to flip.
I hope so. If the wind isn't bad, current's not bad, we'll see what happens.
I'll go. I'm in.
First supporter and advertiser in, Brett Barnes from Dukes, reveals the ultimate plan.
Well, it ties in obviously with what we do in Hawaii and California, and canoe paddling is such a core value to our company, especially in Hawaii. This was the perfect opportunity to do it in California, and hopefully we'll be able to store that thing in front of our restaurant when we're not using it.
The free to the community service, which the bold as love Outrigger surf canoe represents, will depend on volunteers as well as sponsorships. The feel was definitely Ohana on the beach.
When Rocky was 16, and he came home one day with an old beat-up harbor, and I asked him, "Did you pay for that?" And he said, "Yeah, I'm going to fix the dings." And he became friends with Robert August, and the rest is kind of history.
I'm proud of my dad because, he's kind of like stepped up and made this his primary project, and making people come together, and it's free, nonprofit, and then, taking people out, spreading the love and everything. So it's pretty cool.
Conditions improving. Instructions go out. And what was first made in Hawaii, the Jimi Hendrix-inspired canoe, was now making history in Surf City.